listening to AIM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, as we are broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, streaming live, or on the YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. As we say, happy Wednesday and good morning, and still thanks for listening, as we're now coming up on 8 minutes past the top of the 10 o'clock hour, as now it's time to talk a little bit of higher education, as we mentioned the college, and we welcome the College of Central Florida here. Dr. Robinson and Melissa Brown on the phone here, calling in. Good morning, guys. How are you doing today?
Morning.
Good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. As we're making our way now, the smack dab in the middle of July, well, that means the conversation needs to get going about what it takes to get either enrolled or set up for what needs to happen for the fall semesters, as we'll talk a little bit about that, as well as an open house that you guys have as well.
Absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about this. We're really excited about the changes that we've made, under the circumstances since March. We have a lot of virtual application sessions, informationals. So while we can't be in person, we're certainly trying to reach out as best as we can. But yes, we do have an open house that's coming up. Marissa, you want to give a little bit more information about the open house?
Yeah, absolutely. So this event I'm really excited about. I think our staff in our office has really missed the, face-to-face contact that we normally have with students during this time. So what we did was we took our in-person open house and made it in a virtual setting. So our students can log in and still get all of the access to staff that they normally would in our in-person event virtually. We're doing it through Zoom, so the students can see us, we can see them, we get that one-on-one meeting, and that, in-person kind of contact that we would normally have with the student to answer their questions. So I think all of our staff and who participates in this event is really excited because we do, get to go back to like sort of normal, where we get to see our students and talk to them and help them through this process. Like I said, we tried to make it as similar to our in-person event as possible, so students can apply. We'll waive their $30 application fee. If they've already applied but have questions about what documents they still need to turn in, they can meet one-on-one with one of our admissions advisors to get help through that process. Ask questions about financial aid. We even have staff that are able to assist with the FAFSA application so the students know that they're filling it out correctly. And then we have representatives from a couple departments like our health sciences department and our business and technology departments that are there to answer questions about programs that we have for our students.
And we also have our academic advisors there. And we're going to try something new with them, this time, and maybe they're going to be able to register students who have already previously been admitted, who are ready for that step. They're going to be on hand to actually register those students as well. So again, we're very excited about this. We've had to change on the fly, but we think we're doing a pretty good job with that.
How has that process been with you guys adapting? We know we discussed before when you guys were on to kind of finish out what had came from the spring into summer, but now kind of seeing where we're at middle of July, how has it been for you guys to get ready for something like this? I know you mentioned that it was kind of exciting to actually bring back, Marissa, some normalcy there for a little bit to feel like, okay, this is going to be a little bit different, but I know how used you are to doing these open houses.
Yeah, I think our staff has really rallied around, what we know that our students want and crave, and our students really like that one-on-one, face-to-face attention. So really pulling together our team has just been absolutely fantastic this summer as we transition to all of our events being virtual, because I think just as much as our students want that contact, our staff wants that contact as well. a lot of the team members that I work with on a daily basis, we're used to being, out in the community, out in the high schools, talking with students. So we're all desperately missing, that contact with our students. So this was a great way for us to come together and really give our students what they need and what they want.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think as much as we hear everything go through and through about, say, for example, like online learning and doing all this stuff, from home or, distance learning, like we mentioned with the public schools that we've had go through and through. It's human nature, to miss a little bit of that connection. And when we know when it comes to adapting to what it takes to learn, that's one of the things that is special about what you guys offer right here in the community, is the ability to be on campus and do what you need to do and make everything comfortable. But it has been, like you said, for the staff and everything, so big to have to adapt like you have. But it is kind of fascinating to look at. It's like that's what we have to do now. But at some point, you get the feedback saying that, like you said, your students and your faculty miss some of that one-on-one connection. So hopefully we can see things kind of move in a better direction as we definitely make it through, through the fall and towards the end of the year to see what we come out for 2021. So that way we can definitely get you back to way more normal. But nonetheless, with that being said, too, as you guys approach the fall here, have there been any other big changes that would need to be mentioned about the way the school year would start?
Not so much about the start. I know one thing that we failed to mention was that we have a virtual tour now.
Okay.
So students don't have to come in to actually see what we can offer. The virtual tour is on our website. We've seen a lot of traffic looking at that tour. So we'd like to thank our marketing department for really stepping up and getting that up and running for us very quickly.
Yeah, that's some good stuff there. And having an opportunity to see that, like you said, in lieu of the virtual tour, does put some people at ease a little bit, that they at least see something that they know they can get into, which is pretty good overall. Is there any big changes that are coming over there? I know that they're doing some work along some of the grounds there. It looks like they're building some areas up a little bit.
Yes, we have a new health building that's going to be coming up pretty soon, and that's going to be super nice. It's going to be right by the interstate. You'll be able to recognize CF from far away from I-75. So that is great. We're also looking, and to get back to your last question, the mode that we're going to offer classes coming up has changed somewhat. We have what we call a synchronous mode, where basically it's going to be like a Zoom meeting to your professor. You'll be able to see your professor. She'll be able to see, he or she will be able to see their students, and really have as much kind of a face-to-face as we can in some classes. Most of the classes will be online, but we will have some in that method that require some sort of face-to-face, certain labs and certain classes that meet those standards. We will offer that method to teach classes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're going to take just a short little break here, and when we come back, we'll have more coming from Dr. Robinson and Marissa Brown here to talk a little higher education right here, WOCA Ocala, back after this.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Partly sunny today with a shower or thunderstorm for the afternoon, high 90 to 92. A shower or thunderstorm response this evening. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy for the night with a low 72 to 75. Humid Thursday with clouds and sun. A shower or thunderstorm around for the afternoon with a high tomorrow 90 to 92. Friday, clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm response, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking. Free breakfast.
Yum, yum.
A swimming pool. A kiddie pool. And veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back. You're listening to AM Ocala Live. I'm your host, Adam Mikulin. AM Ocala Live right here at WOCA, The Source. And as we're bringing you here this Wednesday, July 15th, through our show, we still have on with higher education, as we have got Dr. Robinson and Marissa Brown on, talking a little bit about the expectations here for those who are interested in higher education for coming up this fall and everything else. Good morning, guys. Thanks for staying with us here and giving us some good information for those listeners out there.
Hey, no problem. Glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. With that in mind, too, I know there's another topic you might have wanted to get to, which may be touching base on the idea of the financial side of things, maybe with some financial aid, or what you mentioned there with the open house that's coming up is the idea of people that can help you with the FAFSA. That's always hard to say.
Yes, absolutely. So we certainly don't want cost to be a deterrent for students to come to CF, especially with, everything that's happening in the world. So again, we're going to have representatives that can one-on-one meet with a student during the open house to help them complete the FAFSA. That's really important that it's filled out correctly. So I know sometimes that can make, students and parents nervous. So having someone there that can assist them with that is definitely huge. Something else we want to mention is that we give away $2 million in scholarships each year. We try and make it really easy for our students. It's one application. It takes maybe 10 minutes for them to fill out. And our wonderful financial aid department does an amazing job trying to match our students with something that they might be eligible for. And many of those scholarships come in different ways, and many of them are stackable. So you have student leadership programs where our student leaders receive scholarships each year. It could be an admission scholarship. It could be based on your program. If you're part of the visual and performing arts or health sciences programs, we have scholarships that are earmarked specifically for those students. And that's definitely something that if you come to the open house and you're meeting with somebody filling out the FAFSA or meeting with one of our financial aid representatives, that they can help you, walk you through that process.
That's interesting. That's a big part of it. And just, mentioning those numbers of dollars, that is an opportunity there, because I think sometimes the big deterrent is people thinking that that'd be something I like to do, but, it's the financial that is always what's holding back. But there's opportunities out there, and that's the point of the open house, too, is to mention that there's probably somebody that can give you the right information for where to go to apply and the right way to do that, and make sure all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted, so that you have an opportunity at that money, too.
Absolutely. We did an information session last night, and some of the feedback that we got from the parents was that, with everything going on, they're not sure what the process is for their student, and we want to be there to help them. So anything that the student needs, whether it's applying to the financial aid aspect, turning in documents, or just having questions about the program that they're interested in, we want our students to know that we're here for them in every capacity to help them through this process.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Doctor, is there anything else that you wanted to touch base on here, as we just got a few minutes left?
Absolutely. I want to talk about placement test scores for the fall semester only. The state has made some ruling that students that are coming in for the fall semester of 2020 do not have to take placement test scores. That has been a hindrance for some students in the past, and the state recognized that based on what's going on, and they've waived those test scores. Obviously, you've taken test scores, your ACT or SAT or your PERT test prior to that, we will accept those scores. But as of now, for the incoming students, they're not necessary. So that's another barrier that we've kind of removed for now. Hopefully that will be extended in the spring. We don't know that yet, but we are waiting on the state for some direction there. But again, usually what's holding up students most of the time is residency and test scores. And again, the test scores have been removed. We're also looking at our new residency process to try to help students get through that process as well, trying to make it as simple as possible, making the forms as easy as possible to work with, letting students and their parents know that basically if you have your Florida's driver's license, your vehicle registration, those two things can get you past Florida resident, qualify you as a Florida resident. And yes, even if you lived in the state of Florida all your life, you still have to go through verifying that you are a Florida resident. But again, we have people that can also help with that process as well. So thank you for asking about that.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's pretty interesting. In lieu of everything you said with the placement tests and those scores kind of being waived, that might take some pressure off some students to maybe take advantage of the situation and be able to kind of put forth an effort there to kind of get things rolling in a way. So it's interesting, because you know how much sometimes that matters and everything else. But like you said, if you've already taken the test and so on and so forth, but that's a little different. So that's some information that's interesting to get out there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All righty. As we've got just about 4 minutes left, is there anything else you guys want to dive into, knowing that we are just a few weeks away now from August? Obviously, that means there's probably a lot to kind of get the, I'd say, the notion or the head in the game about what maybe students can expect to do to get ready for this fall semester, knowing that there is so many adaptations and things being different.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've been doing virtual information sessions, and the information sessions start out with information about CF, so students just have questions and are still kind of making their decision about where they want to go and what they want to do. The information sessions are great because they get a lot of that information up front. We do walk them through the application as well and waive that application fee for them. But not only that, then they've made connections with myself and some of our team members where we can help them through this process. I think in what's happening right now, having these information sessions and these open houses and all the virtual events that we've been doing throughout some of our health science programs and business and technology, having the students know, hey, I heard this person, I saw their picture when we were doing this webinar. I know I can contact them and they'll respond and help me through this process. So I think between all of our departments, doing sessions like these where the students still have, oh, I know who to contact and they can help me, has been really beneficial.
Absolutely.
And while July 29th is our big day with our open houses, we do have something going on today. Marissa, you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Our business and technology department is having their own open house today. A lot of our programs fall under business and technology, agribusiness, equine, our medical office administration. A lot of those things fall under business and technology, and what they've done is brought some of their program managers and faculty members together where students can come meet one-on-one with somebody, ask questions about the program to make sure it's the right fit for them and that they have all the information they need. We're also allowing students to apply today, and we're waiving that application fee. We'll have representatives from admissions as well if students have questions about the application process and admissions process. So that's happening this afternoon from 2 to 5, and the information is located on our website, cf.edu, where students can register for that to get the link to log into the session this afternoon.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're just about out of time here, but a lot of good information there. And remember the website, cf.edu. And like you guys said, with that going on today, like you just mentioned, and then the big one with the open house there, July 29th. Excellent. Well, we appreciate it, and a lot of good information out there. And we appreciate you guys bringing that to the listeners right here at The Source. You guys have a great rest of the day, and enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you, you too.
You got it, guys. Appreciate it. WOCA Ocala, WOCA The Source. One of the things we love about our community is the opportunity to see how it goes through and through, and in this way, in the idea of higher education being an opportunity to get that information that leads you to a higher education, with the College of Central Florida there being able to have a lot of opportunity to get what you need information-wise that puts you in the right place for the financial information and the classes that are necessary, and then how to handle all that with what's going on with COVID-19. More to come right after this. More AM Ocala Live. We'll be back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Two candidates supported by President Trump win